Welcome back to Great Day Houston. You just heard Kim Castro say earlier we are full of sunshine today. When it comes to being resourceful and saving money, many homeowners were sold on the idea of going solar to lower their energy bills. Other incentives can be clean energy and long-term savings. But when some homeowners signed on the dotted line, the deal didn't go as promised. So now what? Josie Garcia with Solar Equity Solutions is here to help you take back control. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Solar Equity Solutions, it ends solar fraud because, you know, when all the solar energy things started coming out, it was like, okay, it's been great for a lot of people, but then you started noticing that a lot of people were stuck in something that they didn't agree to.
Yeah, usually they, there are reputable companies out there, but for the most part, there are predatory acts. They target more seasoned folks that have homes that maybe already have panels on, and they go to their homes and they say it's not enough panels, you need more, things like that.
Yeah, in fact, I have a friend who called me the other day and said, what can I do? Her mother passed away. There's a lien on the house right now from a solar company, but they're like, how were you able to sell that to my mom? She had advanced dementia.
Yeah, so they're not really, again, it's a predatory act, and they do target homeowners that are more seasoned, and there's a lot more that goes into when selling someone a contract like that. You have to make sure that, you know, if they have a pool, if they have any type of AC, the construction of the home, is it old, is it new?
Yeah.
And
I would imagine even neighborhood association deals, right?
And so then, so
you
when
all
you
quickly discovered that there was a bigger need, and that's why you're taking part in this advocacy.
Right.
Many homeowners are already locked into bad deals, and that keyword locked, they feel like they're stuck. You can get them unstuck in many cases. So common problems that they face, they were promised savings that never happened.
Yeah, the long run, the rate is really high when they sell these loans, and in the long run they present it as a $40,000 loan, but in the long run it turns out to be $170,000.
Wow.
And they target seasoned people again who are 65, 75 and 20-25 year loans.
Yeah.
There's no way
and
that
some
they're
of them
gonna,
are almost paying more than they paid for their entire home, right?
100%.
All right, so misleading or false sales pitches and underperforming solar systems.
Yeah, when they are sold small systems for a large price, it just doesn't fit. Like, again, it doesn't fit what the home is performing as far as power. And so when you set them up with a lot of solar systems or not enough solar panels, it just doesn't make sense in the long run. It doesn't perform properly for what for the homeowner what they need.
Yeah, and you touched on the sales pressure tactics on the sales end, but also on the end when someone says, I can't do this anymore, there's the pressure to say, no, you're locked in, and you'll face consequences if you don't pay this off. Various ways that you help. First of all, let me just say, this is your specialty.
Yes, it is my specialty. When clients come to us, we have product specialists that look through the contract. Once we gather all their information, then we send them off to some law firms that we work with, and then they definitely work on that case to free them of that loan.
And you'll build that case based on the possible violation. In the case I said with my friend's mom, she suffered from dementia, so going into contract with her was a problem to begin with. And your message to viewers is you're not alone if you feel misled. There are a lot of people who have been misled, and there are some options to get you out of a bad contract, but you know those options, and having that legal representation is what's important.
That is very important, yes. These are, binding contracts, and we're finding a lot of loopholes in those contracts where the client wasn't really offered the time to look at the contract. They're just knock on the door, an iPad comes across and they're sign here. So the client isn't really able to look at all the contract, and when they get the contract, it's this thick of contract.
First of all, who's reading that, and how small is that print again?
Absolutely.
So you have to check the items before you sign a solar contract. And what a lot of times people depend on is knowing that you're not going to check everything or understand they kind of if they use some kind of legal jargon, understanding that itself, right? So some things to do before you sign: know your system, your size, output, your equipment, understand the total cost and monthly payments, review warranties and maintenance terms, and watch out for any missing or unclear details. Early termination fees, transferability, if you sell your house, for example, is one that people get caught in. So all of those things right there, any one of them can be something where somebody falls through the cracks.
Absolutely, if you have a home, and you have solar panels on them and you want to go and sell it, refinance it, there will be a lien showing up on your, when you go refinance it. Which is the case. And you know, clients just don't know, our homeowners don't know that when they go sell the home or they want to sell a home, you have to make sure that you complete that loan before you sell it.
And the ridiculousness of that is what I pointed out earlier, is sometimes what's left on the payments for the solar panels is more than the cost of the home.
Absolutely, 100%.
All right. Red flags to watch out for. Obviously, inflated savings, and they come in and say, "Oh no, you can save so much." And when you, sometimes when the savings are that much, it's like, why doesn't everybody have them, right?
Right. They sell you a solar system that is based on $100 a month bill, electric bill. But in reality, those bills are probably about $200 and $250, and the system is not going to save you anything in the long run. So you got to sit down, make sure that you're comparing your electricity bill to what that what the solar panels are going to provide you.
Yeah, because there are cases where solar works fine for them. But you know, as you're saying, you're trying to get people out of. Some companies have done disreputable business.
Right.
Also, we say this all the time in any legal agreement. Do not take a word for it. Get it in writing.
Absolutely. I think more of the seasoned folks, they're still that handshake. They're still that trusting, and these predators know that. So these people are just signing these contracts because they're trusting someone. The best folks, I think the best scenario for anyone who wants to do solar panels is, this is your forever home, right? And you have a taxable income. So when folks, they sell these to folks that are on Social Security, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. All right, so you all, when somebody hands it over to you, will handle everything.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, and I'm just going to say this. I love your hair. That is the best. She's got the best hair in the world.
Thank you so much.
If you're ready to break free from your solar contract for good, give Solar Equity Solutions a call at 855-363-7652. Again, that number is 855-363-7652, or visit their website at solarequitysolutions.com.